Okay, everyone, how you doing? Listen, I walked in the market today for some veal chops. I was going to do a veal chop cook tonight, but I walked out with some USDA prime ribeye steaks. Oh yeah! Alrighty, here you go. Here's our USDA prime ribeye steaks. I just couldn't resist. I made up some blue cheese butter. More on that later. I got my mushrooms. I got some nice garlic peeled and ready to go. I got some large grain salt and some long grain wild rice. Alrighty, and the first thing we want to do is we want to prep out our mushrooms. Alright, we're going to cook these mushrooms in obviously some oil and some garlic and some salt and pepper. That's it. Yeah, I just couldn't resist these USDA prime steaks. It's not often I see them at a decent price, so I had to go for it. Okay, so what we want to do is a hot pan, cold oil. Okay, you don't never want to go cold, cold. All right, so hot pan, cold oil, and we get our mushrooms in. In the background, you can see I got my wild rice cooking. Okay, and to this, what we want to do is we want to add some crushed black pepper, salt. There's our large grain salt there, and of course we want to get our garlic in there, right? And there you go with the garlic. And we'll cook these down for 3-4 minutes. I like my mushrooms pretty well done, nice and browned. And we'll add some butter to the mix. And there you go. All right, and those mushrooms are looking pretty good there, aren't they? All right, so we'll get our mushrooms out, get them, put them on the side. We'll add those to the steak later. And we got our pan hot, right? We want to keep that pan hot. And now we're going to start prepping out for our steaks. And there's our mushrooms. We'll put those on the side. And there's our steaks. And as you could see on those steaks, I put this salt, these large grain salts, and I embed them inside the steaks. It gives a great flavor on every bite. And again, hot pan, cold oil, right? And there you go. And what we want to do here is we want to get our garlic. And we want to put our garlic in so we can start seasoning up the oil. Okay, so when you put your steaks in, that seasoned oil just embeds into the steak for some added flavor. And so you cook the garlic a little bit, and that sweetens it up nicely. There you go. And remember, when you drop your steaks in the pan, you always want to drop it away from you, okay? Hot oil, you don't want that to splatter on you, so you drop it away from you. Also be careful if you get some oil underneath your steak, some garlic underneath your steak, you want to remove that. You want good contact with the pan. And these steaks will cook only for about 2 minutes on each side. We're going for a medium rare. on this cook. Let's see here. All right, let's go for another 30 seconds or so. Alrighty, there you go. Let's give them a flip, and there you got a nice browning. That's a nice crust. And just imagine you got the salt, you got the garlic oil all embedded in the meat, and that's a lot of flavor. Alright, so what we want to do here is get ready to add our mushrooms. So we'll get some butter on both sides. That's one side, and there's the other side. And we'll put our mushrooms in and get them warmed up. Alrighty, and from here what we want to do, we want to get our blue cheese butter on there and get that melted into the meat. And there you go. Alrighty, and we're just about done here, right? So we got our plate there all ready to go. Blah, 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 blah. And here we go. Alrighty, we put our steak and mushrooms on. And that is looking a mighty fine. Packed with flavor. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, let's put our wild rice right next to it. A lot of people like steak and potatoes. I happen to like both, but I prefer some brown rice with this dish here. Get all those juices mixed in with the rice, and you are good to go. And as you can see, we got a perfect medium rare. All right, let's get some of that butter. Let's get a mushroom on there, and let's have a taste. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. You can't beat USDA Prime. When you can find it, grab it. It is so worth it. It just kind of melts in your mouth. I mean, you could definitely tell the difference. All right, everyone. That's it for this one. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.